This is the last game of our EuroLeague campaign, and I want nothing else than the best for my players, for our fans, for the Zalgiris organization. We are going to play against the best team in Europe, the champions, and I would like to have a great atmosphere. I would like that we give back all the love we received during the season from our fans. And I would love that my players feel what they felt in all other games, this unbelievable support with no compromises from our fans. This is how I see the game, and this is what I would like to have.
So first of all, speaking about Real Madrid, recently EuroLeague regular season winners don't end up as the champions. Do you think that Real is best suited to break this curse?
I am aware of the numbers, let's say of the stats. I'm not a blind follower of the stats. That means I always believe, so my feeling is that who wins the EuroLeague is the team that has had to suffer during the season. Usually you have a smooth regular season, and then for reasons that I cannot explain, you go the Final Four and you don't make it. Every year the team that goes through injuries, bad moments, losing streaks, and small crisis, big crisis, whatever, they come with the antibodies to the last part in the playoffs and in the Final Four. So now Real is having some losses, and I believe it's perfect for them to go into the playoffs with a different mindset, a different level of expectation, a different level of sense of urgency, okay? So this is my personal feeling, and I know what the stats says, but this is, all the teams that won, always coming from behind, always coming from something that intangibles about emotions, about there is the plot of a season that is your roster, the talent, your big players, and is over the subplot of the same season that is coming from the things that you cannot see, but you can feel, the emotions, the mindset, the ups and downs, what you do after a win, what you do after a loss. And this is my take.
Also, last year they triumphed right here in Kaunas, and maybe finishing regular season here will remind them of this. Is there something significant?
You're asking me too many things about Real. I'm not in Madrid.
Okay, so about Zalgiris, L.Birutį recently extended his contract with Zalgiris.
Yep.
What are your expectations for his next season?
Wow, today you're challenging me. I have a game with Real and I have to talk about next season. I will shift a little bit your question. First of all, I'm very happy for Biras because I believe I always start doing things through a philosophy, okay? And our philosophy, the club philosophy, is to give the chance to Lithuanian players to play at the higher level is very important for me. And he deserved this chance. He had, I would say, an outstanding period. Then he got injured. Then he had some ups and downs. But he's a very smart player and very skilled player. And I believe the best is yet to come for him. And I believe that he deserves this chance. He showed that he cares. He showed that he loves this club and is trying to be a better version of himself for Zalgiris. So to me, the most natural thing is to keep going with the plan with him, to develop him, to make him better in some aspects of his game, and try to maximize all the good things he was doing for us. So it's a natural step. And going back to your question about expectations, I'm a big enemy of expectations, especially from one season to the other. Because most of the times you're gonna be very disappointed by your expectations, okay? Everybody thinks, oh, I'm at this level, next season I will do more. Even the same, if you bring back the same team of 12 players, so you said, I'm at exactly same point when I finish the season, it's not like this. Because individual expectation change, motivation change, everything can change. So I don't want to talk about expectations. I want to talk about the player we have now, that we are very happy that he's going to stay. And I'm going to push him every day with a stick, with a carrot, to be the best version of himself.
Also, how is Andrea Trinchieri progressing through injury?
He's out for sure, I would say, more than a month. So I don't have any news because he's not supposed to have news now. So now he is with a cast. It's a bad ankle. So we'll try to. For me, Armas is very important in our team. He's more important than what he feels he is. So, and I always try to find something good in a bad situation. I believe that this period of time that he's going to be sidelined, the only thing that I'm going to ask him is to consider and reconsider his role in our team and try to understand what he can do for us and for himself to be even better. I believe that I didn't explore his potential. And he's not very talkative. He's very serious, a perfect teammate, a perfect player in the locker room. And I push him outside his comfort zone, ask him things that he didn't do in the past. And this is always something that for a stable player like he is, he loses stability. So I believe that the only good thing from this injury that he will have 4 or 5 weeks to go back, rewind his season from January 1st with the good games, with the bad games, and I believe that when he will get back, he will be better.
Coach, tomorrow will be Rudy Fernandez's last Euroleague regular season game. After so many years, what will you remember the most about such a legend?
Rudy is a true gamer. He's a winner. He scored me millions of big shots, and he had an amazing career. I have the biggest respect for the way he was able to compete through ages. I don't want to talk about his game. His game talks more than what I can say. I cannot add anything, but the spirit, the mental toughness, how demanding he was to himself. This thing that he never think that anybody's better than him. And he can play 1 minute and win the game, can play 35 minutes and win the game. It's something that I really respect. So he is one of the most iconic players in Euroleague. He won 3, I believe, and he found a way to be successful in different teams with different roles. But I don't believe I will go very far from the truth saying that he was one of the secret of Real Madrid winning history. He was always there. So, big respect.
And there are still 3 teams fighting for the last play-in place. If you had to make a guess, who will get that last spot?
If I have to be logic and rational, the answer is Efes. If I look to my heart, I go to Partizan. So I cannot have both in the same sentence.
And lastly, you came to Kaunas in the middle of dark winter, and how do you enjoy the weather of these past few days?
I feel like I'm a vampire. I go out and see the sun and I'm afraid that I got burned.